Hi, this is Brianna on the Brianna Talk Show, and I'm here with two guests here to talk about Atlanta, as you know, the capital of Georgia. So I'm going to let them introduce themselves.
I'm Nikkei Simmons.
And I'm Neani Gibson.
And they are here to talk about Atlanta, as I just said. So can you all describe where you live for the viewers today?
Right now I live in the city of Atlanta. It's called Northwest Atlanta, in the northwest quadrant of the city.
So how do you feel over there? Are you comfortable over there, that area?
I would say my neighborhood is transitional. We're a relatively new subdivision, and we're kind of surrounded by a lot more older community, a lot more older established homes.
Okay.
But our community is very nice.
Okay.
Well, I live on off Roswell Road, which is like Atlanta. It's like the line of Atlanta, Sandy Springs, and I mean, it's okay. It's boring.
Are there a lot of kids in the neighborhood, like your
I
age?
don't know, cause I don't go outside. I leave, but I don't stay over there most of the time.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you all a few questions separately and then some together. Okay, so can you explain to me how has gas prices affected you?
Tremendously. It's been a punch to my budget. I can remember a time when I first moved here, I think gas was 80 cents. Now, as you know, it's relatively almost $4 a gallon. And I can remember being upset that the gas prices were 99 cents, and now I would kill for it to be 99 cents again. So it's been an extreme adjustment to how I travel around the city, extreme adjustments to how I budget, and I'm more conscious of my vehicle use because of the gas prices.
Okay. How is it affecting you?
Well, it affects me because my mom, like, if I get my car, then I have to get a job because then gas prices are higher and it takes a lot more work to manage my car.
Okay. So now we're going to talk about the school a little bit on the education side. So we're going to have Anicia first and then I'll do it.
Sure.
Okay. So do you want to tell us about how your school, how has it been, like, if you could change your school?
If I would change my school, I would go back to North Atlanta High School instead of Riverwood High School. Cause, well, I just think APS is more fun than Fulton County to me, because we are allowed to do more things, and I think that's really fun.
So you wouldn't really care about the cheating scandal because you trust the fact on your school?
Well, the cheating scandal, wasn't it the CRCT? Well, since I'm in high school, we don't take the CRCT, so it didn't really affect me.
Okay.
But yeah.
Okay. Do you want to go ahead and talk about
Well, as a parent, I actually had a daughter who was in APS and also schools up in Gwinnett County. I have noticed that the scores for a lot of our top schools have dropped, and I'm not sure why that is happening. I don't know if it's lack of good teachers, but I have noticed that over the years, schools that were top schools of excellence are not on the list anymore. So I'm kind of wondering what is going on with that. But then there are also some schools that were on the list are not such great schools who are now top schools or are doing much better. So I'm just wondering, what are they doing that works and what is not working anymore? How can we change that? Overall education in America too. There's been a drop in the level of excellence in our education compared to other countries. So I have been noticing that and wondering, what do we need to do to again be number one?
Okay. And then we're just going to end up with the economy. Then that'll be all that we have time for today. So let's talk about the economy wise. Let's talk about the budget cut. Let's talk about a little bit on the president, our governor, and then,
Well, there's one thing you always say: don't discuss religion or politics. So, I don't want to be too on the left or the right. But just as a general consensus, what I could say is it was kind of disheartening to witness how in the past Democrats and Republicans can work together, and to just see such extreme lack of teamwork. It was just really heartbreaking because we've never had an experience like that. They've always been able to give a little and get a little. And I witnessed that, you know, just as an American and as a voter, it was just disheartening to see both sides not able to come to a common ground, and for it to be, you know, such a battle. But it's basically for the good of our country. We should be able to come together. We should come together to help us economically, financially, as far as the country's security. I just was really sad to see how hard they work to hold their ground and not realize it's such a much bigger picture. There are people out here who are hurting economically, who are unemployed, who don't have health care, and there are people who are working and paying for those who don't have health care. So it's like, can we just all work together to make this country what it used to be? You know, amazing place to live and grow and raise your family.
Okay. And we'll get you next time on the show. But that's all that we have time for today. Thank you for visiting Brianna's talk show, and we'll see you next show.